Listen, what I'm about to share with you today is something that happened just yesterday in Oyo State. And honestly, when I heard about it, I had to sit down and process everything because this story has so many layers to it. Before we dive in, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any updates. And if you are already part of our family, drop a like on this video right now because what we are discussing today affects all of us. So, picture this. It's Thursday afternoon, January 16th, around 1 p.m. The sun is high in the sky, workers are going about their business, and everything seems normal at this farm called Aqua Triton Company in Ogunmakin near Ibadan. Now, this isn't just any small farm. We're talking about a proper agricultural company where they grow crops, employ people, and contribute to our economy. On this particular day, a man named Renjith Pillai, a 42-year-old Indian gentleman who works as a director at the company, decides to go and check on the crops. Just a normal inspection, something he probably does every week. He's walking through the farm, looking at the plants, checking how everything is growing, probably thinking about the next harvest. Nothing unusual, right? But then, out of nowhere, about 10 armed men storm into the farm compound. Can you imagine? 10 gunmen, fully armed, just burst into this place in broad daylight. We're not talking about midnight or 3 a.m. when everywhere is dark and quiet. This is 1 p.m. in the afternoon when people are wide awake and going about their daily activities. The boldness of these criminals is absolutely shocking. Now, the farm wasn't unprotected. There were 4 police mobile force officers stationed there for security. These are trained officers, armed officers, whose job is to protect the property and the people working there. Among these officers was a man named Inspector Imoobe Prester. And this is where the story gets really emotional. So please, if you are enjoying this content, tap that like button because we're about to talk about real heroism. Inspector Prester sees these bandits trying to kidnap Mr. Pillai and he makes a decision. He could have hidden, he could have held back, but no, this officer decides he's going to confront these criminals. He's going to stop them from taking this man. So, Inspector Prester engages these bandits in a gunfight, trying his very best to rescue the expatriate and prevent the kidnapping. The gun battle happens right there on the farm, bullets flying, chaos everywhere, workers probably running for safety, and in the middle of all this, Inspector Prester is fighting to protect someone who isn't even a Nigerian citizen. He's fighting to protect a man who came to Nigeria to invest in our agriculture, to create jobs, to help our economy. That's the kind of officer he was. That's the kind of person he was. But sadly, during this confrontation, the bandits shot Inspector Prester. They shot him, and then, as if that wasn't enough, they took his AK-47 rifle and escaped into the bush with Mr. Pillai. The officer was quickly rushed to get medical help. Everyone was hoping and praying he would survive. But unfortunately, Inspector Imoobe Prester died from his injuries. His body is now at Oyo Hospital morgue on Ring Road in Ibadan. A man who went to work that morning to do his job, to protect people, never came back home. His family is grieving, his colleagues are mourning, and somewhere out there, Mr. Renjith Pillai is in the hands of these criminals, probably terrified, probably wondering if he'll ever see his family again. Now, before you click away, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because we're going to keep updating you on this story and many others. The authorities didn't waste any time. As soon as this attack happened, they put together a massive joint security team. We're talking about officers from Idiayure Division, Police Mobile Force, the Anti-Kidnapping Squad, tactical units, and they even brought in local hunters and vigilante groups. All these people are now combing through the bushes, searching for these criminals, trying to find Mr. Pillai and recover that stolen rifle. They are using information from villagers and farm workers who might have seen something or know the area well. But here's where this story connects to something bigger that we all need to understand. This attack didn't just happen randomly. Let me explain what's been going on in Oyo State recently. About 2 weeks ago, on January 6th, bandits attacked the old Oyo National Park Service office in a place called Oloka. They killed 5 National Park Service workers. 5 people, just doing their jobs, protecting our national park, were murdered in cold blood. The attack happened around 9 p.m. at night, and residents said they heard gunfire for several minutes. People were so scared they ran away from their homes. Governor Seyi Makinde actually visited that attack site just yesterday. He announced that they've arrested 3 suspects who are being investigated, and he promised to ask for a military base to be set up in Oloka to improve security. But the question everyone is asking is, why is all this happening in Oyo State? What's going on? And this is the part that should concern every single one of us watching this video. Drop a like right now if you're still with me, because what I'm about to tell you explains everything. Governor Makinde himself warned us about this late last year. He said that bandits from northwestern states like Zamfara, Kaduna, and Niger are running away from military operations in the north and coming to Oyo State. Yes, you heard that right. The military has been dealing with these criminals in the north, and now they are moving south, bringing their violence with them. Oyo State, which used to be relatively peaceful, is now dealing with the same problems that have affected the north for years. Think about what this means. These criminals know the forests, they know how to hide, they know how to attack and disappear, and they are targeting farms, national parks, rural communities, places where security presence might not be as strong as in the cities. Just last week, residents of a town called Ikoyi-Ile found threatening notes allegedly written by bandits. These notes, written in both Yoruba and English, were warning people that an attack was coming. Can you imagine living in such fear? People stayed indoors, they reinforced their security, they were terrified. If you are getting value from this video, please share it with your friends and family so they can also stay informed. Now let's talk about what this means for all of us. First, think about our economy. Nigeria is trying to move away from depending only on oil. We're trying to build our agriculture sector, create jobs locally, produce food locally, and attract investors. When someone like Mr. Pillai, who came all the way from India to invest in Nigerian agriculture, gets kidnapped while just checking crops on his farm, what message does that send to other potential investors? It tells them Nigeria isn't safe. It tells them their money and their lives are at risk. This affects job creation, food production, and our entire economy. Second, think about our security officers. Inspector Prester gave his life protecting someone. These men and women wake up every day knowing they might face danger, knowing they might not come back home, but they still put on their uniforms and go out there to protect us. They need better equipment, better training, better welfare packages, and our full support. Every time you see a police officer or soldier, remember that they are putting their lives on the line for us.